In September of 2014, a game was released. A game that would create new interest in a genre known as the looter shooter. It played like Halo or Call of Duty with wonderful first-person shooting, and it had raids and item content that made it feel more like an MMORPG like World of Warcraft. Coupled with beautiful worlds, an interesting story, deep lore, a little too deep sometimes if you ask me, and really good player interaction, Destiny felt like the king of the genre. Other games would come along to try to dethrone the new High Overlord. I'm looking at you, The Division. But Destiny continued to reign supreme. But then, when all hope was lost, a hero emerged. The company that brought us amazing games like the Mass Effect and the Dragon Age series were ready to throw their hats into the looter shooter ring. They promised us an experience, an amazing experience, one that would make us never want to touch another looter shooter, and this game would be called Anthem. It was going to be full of the latest technology and the latest graphics. I mean, Destiny is cool and all, but how would you like to be able to fly? That was what Anthem was promised to be. The looter shooter community waited with bated breath as the 2019 release date for Anthem drew near. The gameplay looked amazing as more videos were leaked to us. The combat, fluid, the graphics, breathtaking, and the flying. Dear sweet Mary, the flying. It was everything BioWare needed to unset Bungie and their creation Destiny and reign as the new god king of the genre. And then, finally, it was released. And it sucks. It really sucks. Destiny fans, you can rejoice. Anthem is not taking your game out anytime soon. Let's air this out right away before we keep playing. I played a lot of Destiny. I mean a lot of Destiny. To the point where my friends and I would grind that game for at least 10 to 15 hours a week, and that was already after we'd finished everything there was to possibly do in the main game. That was just running side quests and dungeons and raids. It got so bad that I thought for sure my kids' first words were going to be,
"Dismantle mines, yes."
It wasn't until recently that I jumped off the Destiny bandwagon. Not that I dislike the game or anything, quite the contrary. I still think it is a fantastic addition to the genre. I just simply don't have the time to invest in it like I wanted to. Plus, Anthem was coming out. I wanted to be able to experience that game with a fresh palette and not be tainted by how polished Destiny has become over the years. Because let's be honest, Destiny 1 was not perfect on release. But then again, no AAA titles are these days. It has had a lot of time to get things right over the years. 5 years and 2 games and a myriad of expansion packs, for example. But we aren't talking about Destiny. We're talking about this. We're talking about Anthem. So what makes Anthem so bad? Let's just go over a few things that I find completely intolerable about the game compared to Destiny. And almost all of those problems can be found here. Right here. Fort Tarsus. The Achilles heel that will ruin this game. First of all, why is the game suddenly in first person? It's completely disorienting. The rest of the game is played like this, in third person, over the shoulder view. It gives you a wide range of vision. So why all of a sudden am I in first person? Well, I mean, this isn't too unusual. Destiny has a shift as well, but its shift is from first person for the main game into third person for the fort area. This allows you to see around yourself better and to be able to take in all of the surroundings that Bungie has to offer. For some reason, that way feels way more healthy. This? I can't see anything that's going on around me. And another thing, why am I suddenly walking like I'm waist deep in mud? I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is just not okay. Even if I click in the stick that would normally let me sprint, I feel like I'm moving about what normal walking speed should be. And I timed it. It takes nearly a full minute to run around the main part of the fort. Minute? Well, that doesn't seem very long. It is an eternity. When your sole purpose of being in a place is to grab a quest, maybe hit the store, and then leave, a minute is far too long. In Destiny, I can sprint at the same speed that I would sprint in the main world, so you can gather your quests and leave in seconds flat, not minutes. That's just a quality of life improvement. Plus, in Destiny, you can leave the tower from anywhere with just a couple of simple pushes of buttons. In Anthem, you have to walk all the way back to the launch point. I mean, look at this. Look how much of a slog it is just to get to the fort, get a quest, and then leave. Ugh. Ugh. God. Are you kidding me? Okay, here. Okay. Ah, sweet. No. This. I'm dying! Finally. Dear God, I feel like I just aged. And you want to talk about aging? Let's talk load times. Oh my.
Oh my.
The amount of loading screens you have to go through is insane. You want to equip a new piece of equipment? You have to go to a special location called the Forge. I mean, what? What? Look, I got a rare piece of equipment. I would love to equip that, but I have to wait until the mission is over, go to the Forge, equip it, leave the Forge, go back to the fort, and now finally I can find a new mission. This is just wrong. And look, there is a loading screen between each of those steps. It all boils down to one simple fact. The quality of life in Anthem is crap. And I have zero tolerance to play it anymore. I won't even bother spending time talking about glitches and crashes and the other major problems this game has because, honestly, that is just par for the course for online games these days. The game does have some really good elements. Like I said, the flying really is incredibly fun and it feels rewarding to play. The combat... well, it isn't that bad. The set pieces and cutscenes look beautiful. The environment really is gorgeous. But the quality of life is just so poor. Anthem is yet another example of a game that was released without enough testing. I mean, for crying out loud, Destiny is 5 years older than this game, and it does those quality of life things so much better. You would think a major developer would test to see what made the game you were trying to supplant as top dog work so dang well, and then you could use that information to make your game superior. Maybe Anthem will be fixed. With some time and with some polish, this game could be really, really good. But for now, don't waste your money. Let Anthem cook some more first, because right now, it is raw. And I took a big, heaping bite, and now my stomach hurts. Straighten up, Anthem. Straighten up!